Listen to me, because this is about your security, your future, and quite frankly, your sanity. I know what some of you are thinking. You're sitting there, maybe you're 61, maybe you're 65, and you've been through a divorce. Maybe it was a year ago, maybe it was 20 years ago. And you're looking at your retirement accounts, and you're looking at your social security statement, and you are terrified. You're thinking, I'm on my own now. I've lost half the household income, I've lost the partner I thought I'd grow old with, and now I'm going to lose the benefits I deserve because we're not together anymore. Stop right there. Stop the fear. Because what you don't know can absolutely hurt you, but what you do know will set you free. The biggest question I get from people in your shoes is, Susie, am I entitled to anything from my ex-spouse's social security, or did I sign that away when the judge banged the gavel? Here is the truth, and I want you to hear it clearly, your ex-spouse does not control your social security. They cannot give it to you, and they certainly cannot take it away. It doesn't matter what is written in your divorce decree. You could have a legal document signed in blood saying you waive your right to their social security, and guess what? That piece of paper is worthless in the eyes of the Social Security Administration. These are federal benefits, not marital assets to be traded like a used car. So, let's talk about the must-haves. There are 4 golden rules you must meet to claim benefits on an ex-spouse record. If you don't meet these, we have a problem. But if you do, you have a solution. Rule number 1, the 10-year mark. You had to have been married to that person for at least 10 consecutive years. Not 9 years and 11 months. 10 years. Why? Because the system is designed to reward long-term domestic partnerships. If you hit that 10-year anniversary, you are vested in their earnings record for life, provided you meet the other rules. Rule number 2, the age factor. You must be at least 62 years old to even think about touching this. Now, just because you can take it at 62 doesn't mean you should. We'll get to that. But 62 is the gatekeeper. Rule number 3, the marital status rule. This is where people trip up and fall. To claim on a living ex-spouse record, you must be currently unmarried. If you remarried, you generally lose the right to claim on the first spouse's record, unless that second marriage also ends in death, divorce, or annulment. Then, believe it or not, you might get to choose which ex-spouse record gives you the bigger check. It's like a choose-your-own-adventure for your retirement, but you have to be single to play. Rule number 4, the your benefit check. You only get the ex-spousal benefit if the amount you would receive based on their record is higher than the benefit based on your own work history. Social Security is not going to give you both. They aren't going to stack them. They're going to give you yours, and then if your ex's record entitles you to more, they'll top you off to reach that higher amount. Now, let's talk about the fear. I know you're worried that if you claim this, your ex is going to get a letter in the mail saying, hey, your ex-wife is taking your money, or your ex-husband is dipping into your pot. Listen to me, and no. Your claim has 0 impact on their benefit. It doesn't reduce their check by 1 penny. It doesn't affect their current spouse's benefit if they remarried. You are not taking their money, you are taking the money the federal government has set aside for people who were part of a household for a decade or more. And here is the best part, if you've been divorced for at least 2 years, your ex doesn't even have to be retired yet for you to claim. As long as they are eligible for benefits and meet the age requirement, you can go get yours. But what if the unthinkable happens? What if your ex-spouse passes away? This is where the rules change, and they change in your favor. If your ex-spouse dies, you are no longer looking at spousal benefits. You are looking at survivor benefits. If you were married 10 years, you can claim survivor benefits as early as age 60, or age 50 if you're disabled. And here is the big one, while spousal benefits are capped at 50% of their full retirement age amount, survivor benefits can be 100%. And that marital status rule I mentioned? It softens. If your ex passes away and you remarry after the age of 60, you can still claim survivor benefits on your deceased ex-spouse record. The government recognizes that at 60, you should be allowed to find love again without losing your financial security. So, what is your actionable takeaway? What do you do tomorrow morning? First, get your documents. You need your marriage certificate and your divorce decree. You need to know the dates. Don't guess. Second, go to ssa.gov. Create your My Social Security account. See what your benefit is. Third, do the math. If your ex-spouse was the higher earner, you are likely looking at a benefit that is half of what they would get at their full retirement age. If you are approaching 62, or if you are already over it and haven't looked into this, you are potentially leaving thousands of dollars on the table every single year. I want you to be strong. I want you to be smart. I want you to realize that divorce was an ending of a relationship, but it doesn't have to be the end of your financial stability. You worked for that marriage. You contributed to that household. You earned this. Don't let pride, don't let ignorance, and certainly don't let an ex-spouse stand in the way of you being a master of your own financial destiny. Go get what is yours.